Hey, welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to write the author archives page. And the author archives basically shows you a list of posts written by a specific author. You can access it by clicking on the author name inside a post meta. So for example, author equals 1. When you click it, we should get a list of posts that are written by that author. So going back here, I'm going to create a new file called author.php, and this will override the default that you saw here. So right now we have a blank page. Okay, and we start with a PHP tag as always. And now we start like every other page with the header. Yeah, so get header, and then we're gonna have the content, which will be a div with a class of main content and call md8 role main. And then we also have a sidebar, and we also have a footer. So get footer. Now this page we're building here is very similar to, for example, the index page. The only difference is we gotta show some additional information on the top of the page about the author. So that's why we're building a separate page. So on the top, we first gotta get some author information. And for that, we're gonna start with this. If we have posts written by this author, then we're gonna do the post. And that will basically queue the first post so we can get the author info out of it. And I'm gonna close the if right here. Okay, inside, I'm gonna start with a header with a class of page header. That's gonna contain an h1, which will say printf. We're gonna do a translatable string that says all posts by %s, and this denotes a string basically. So all posts by author, alpha here, and here we're gonna say get the author. Now get the author is a function that only works inside the loop, and it gets the author name from the current post, from the post that's currently loaded. Yes? Okay, so that's the h1. Next, we can also get the author description. So we can say something like this: PHP, if the author biography exists, display it. So we'll do a simple check here. If get the author meta description, then we're going to do an echo paragraph the author meta description, and then we're going to close the paragraph. Okay, next we're going to do this PHP rewind posts. So what this does, because we called the post above, we need to rewind the loop to the very beginning so we can run it properly for the rest of the posts, if that makes any sense. So basically we're just starting over. The first post, we loaded that one because we needed information about the author. But now we got to go to the very beginning to display the other posts. So below the header, I'm going to do this PHP while we have posts. So we're continuing the loop. I'm going to do the post. Yeah, we're going to end the while. And then I'm going to do another PHP that says get template part content and get post format. So we're loading each post depending on which post format it has. After this is done, we got to do the paging. So alpha paging nav. And after that, we got to do this else. So this is the else for the if that we opened here. So if we don't have any posts, we're simply going to do a PHP get template part content none, and then end if, and that's it basically. And actually I already did an end if here, my bad. So without that, let's refresh, and there it is. So as you can see, all posts by admin, this is my biography, and here there's a list of all the posts written by admin. If we search for another author like theme demos, Open that up, all posts by theme demos. We don't have a biography for this one, but it does show an entire list of posts written by the same author. So our script is working perfectly. Okay, that's it basically for this lesson. Next time, we're going to take care of the date archives.